Hello everyone, and welcome back to Farming Sim 17. Let's get started. We just got to finish up the old harvest here. We have to weed this. Oh my gosh, I'm glad I set this out. I would have totally forgotten that we need to get this fertilized. I'll probably do that myself. Let's go ahead and start. Wait, our soybeans are gone. Okay, I think we can afford some time to go fill this up. I don't think that'll get to its second growth state, seeing as how this empty plot hasn't even gotten to its first. We just have to go find our seeds. I assume we have a few pallets somewhere. I just have to find somewhere that's not fenced. This looks good. Alright, we have pallets of sugarcane over there. Okay, there's something back here. Are any of these seeds? Fertilizer, seed. Now the problem is these tractors don't have front-loading attachments. This one can, but it doesn't yet. So where is our case tractor? That we are not using yet. So what we can do is reset that tractor so that we're at the shop. Just saves us a little bit of time. And then we can customize it. Throw on a front loader attacher. Spend 1800, not too bad. And now we can actually use the free... It's nice that our farm on this map comes with a front loader attachment and pallet fork and shovel. It's just a nice little thing to start with. Though I still claim I would like a mode, like a start from scratch mode, where you start with maybe, I don't know, $50,000, like not a loan, but actually that much money with zero loan, but absolutely no equipment. I think that'd be so. It'd be nice. It's really nice, obviously, to just start with default stuff and not have to worry about it. But there's times I'd like to just start with nothing. I can buy my own tractor and whatever I want to start with. Though I also could just sell everything and start from scratch that way, but I don't, so what am I complaining about? Nothing really. Alright, so it's very important to hit the side of the building before you enter. That is why I chose to do so. Now we can put this on here, get the pallet fork, get the pallet, maybe. And that should be it. Excuse me. I guess since we're already here... Oh, jeez. My W key is very sensitive today. It's definitely not my fault. Looks like that's all it's gonna fill. Let's see. Yep. That doesn't hold a lot, but it is a tiny little sower. Really wish that fence wasn't here. I think we'll go this way around. And then we are going to mess with some sugarcane today. I think we might rent the double row planter thing, perhaps. I finally got to mess with it the other night. Got my tutorial out yesterday evening, and kind of know what's going on with that. I know what's going on with that. I definitely make sure I know before I record. So I think I got a pretty good handle on sugarcane. But we don't really need to buy a planter for that. I'm getting ahead of myself, that happens. Let's line this up kind of, sort of, right there. Okay. My biggest fear with this new recording stuff is that I'm gonna not hit record And so that's why I'm like panicking like every 2 minutes to look over to make sure, but it's fine. Of course, there's no video game audio yesterday. It is recording now. I know where to look now to double check that. So I think episode 3 we're finally going to be on track. I've only been doing this for 5 years, folks. I mean, why would I know what I'm doing? Okay, we're going to let this actually just... No, there's no reason to hire a worker for this. It's such a quick job. So what we should see is this go from light blue to middle blue, and that should be the second fertilizer state. And we can actually see the ground change color there, which means it's working. So yeah, we fertilized once with the sower, fertilize again with the weeder, and then I think we can do it one more time with the weeder if we catch it in the second growth state. If we don't, then we can always buy a sprayer. We may even have one sitting around. I haven't checked all my equipment yet, so we'll see. We'll figure out too if we want to get we'll probably want to get a loading wagon and pick all that straw up instead of just letting it go to waste. I don't really want to just cultivate over it without getting some revenue from it. Hello, sunflowers. That weeder is just not large enough to quite get there, so we have to do 2 passes, which is annoying. But I'm afraid that if I guess it probably isn't a big deal, but whatever. We'll just take a nice relaxing stroll down this second column here. How's everyone doing out there? Ooh, darn it. Well, this was just bad timing. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Now that a lot of this is cropped up, we will go ahead and just hire a worker to keep going. Oh, and this is in its second growth state right there. So this actually might be able to get fertilized again. Like with the weeder. That'd be nice. Do we have a sprayer? Let's check our garage. I don't have any leased, so... No. Nope. Okay, we'll let that go. Let's get to our sugarcane. So we're gonna just set this down. How full is our planter? Because the thing is, I want to get a 2-row planter because then we can plant twice as fast. But they start you off with this one, so it's free basically, and it's already full, and I don't want to waste all that billet, I think they call it. I'll have to look up that word to make sure that is the correct word. Daily dose of Gruber. Though, you know, you might not even be able to hear him. I don't know. It might be silly whenever I mention him because you're probably just like, why is he talking about his cat again? It's because he just comes in and meows a lot, like, at this time because he just got done eating. So we only have 1,472 left. So I think we can keep going with this guy. And I think we can still lease... How much is it to lease a 2-rower? Not much, but I don't have that much money. So I could also just be very patient and let this finish. I can also sell it. $15,000. So as I was saying earlier, we don't really need to buy a 2-row planter because once sugarcane is planted, you never have to do it again. I guess if you're on hard mode, you have to do it every 3 harvests, but we're in easy mode because of recording. I like to make money faster so it doesn't get too dull too often. So really, once field 14 here is planted with sugarcane, we're done. I don't know if we'll ever... I mean, I guess we could turn other fields into it, but if we do, we can just release another one. So we're already halfway done, though I'm doing a really bad job fertilizing this one. So we need to get the weeder over here too. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I'm stressing out already. Yeah, you can see the Stark fertilizer there. That's where it overlapped a little bit. We can definitely go over this with the weeder, or I could just invest in a sprayer. Then I don't have to worry about getting it in the correct growth state. It's really easy to get the first growth state because, I don't know, I already have my eye on it. But hitting the second one, I usually get busy. I think let's just look at sprayers. They're not expensive. So we have sprayers here. I think there's a new one. Yeah, the Stara in Parador 3.0. It's massive. My gosh, 27 meters compared to... Oh, wait, this one's larger. Oh, this is self-driving. That's why. Wow, that would be sweet. So is this, and this is 36 meters. Oh, that's really expensive. Okay. This little one, 15 meters, 24,000, or we can get the spreader, 24 meters, 28,000. Yeah. This one's 24 meters, 24,000, but this holds more, which is good. Let's get this. I like sprayers. I don't know. I like like seeing it. This is 28 meters, but it's huge and it's expensive. This is dumb. It's really not a big deal. Let's get the spreader. Let's get the Coon spreader, just because I haven't yet. So 24,000, we should be able to take that loan out pretty easily. And we just need some fertilizer, which I'm sure we can get. There we go. I thought I had all these tractors, and now they're all being used. Let's just reset the truck. I would love if the truck pulled a fertilizer spreader. I'm sure it doesn't. But let's just take a quick look, and then we'll have to skip to morning. Yeah, this is not gonna work there. So do we need to buy a tractor? This is just taking forever. That's taking forever. I think we need to take a little break from planting sugarcane. We need to get the sprayer, attend to our soybeans a little bit, attend to this a little bit before it gets to the second growth state. Let's skip to morning. This might mess us up as far as fertilizer is concerned, but I don't like playing in the dark. I don't like videos in the dark, so there we go. This is all the farther I can zoom out. I thought we could go further now with the Big Bud DLC, but again, I'm just losing it. Definitely should have just reset the tractor. I keep thinking the shop is so close. It's really not. but we have the front loader on the front, so I don't want to just leave it on the road by resetting the tractor, so... Okay, we made it. Great. We'll buy some fertilizer while we're here, just because we're here. I know we have pallets back at home, but it's just easier to do this. I think it's this one. We should just have to pull up beside it. Easy as that. Let's see how much room we have. We have like what, 3,200? So we'll fill it up with a couple more. Watch those pellets rise. And last one. Where is it? Like, what happened there? It's getting messy. Oh well. It's gonna be a large field of soybeans. It's gonna be real good for profit someday, soon. We just need to get larger equipment next time because that is a large field and we have tiny things. So let's close this. Let's do our first skip of this series. So I'll see you back at the farm. Okay, we are back. Again, I might be able to weed some of this, but at this point, let's just fertilize it. So I'll turn this on. One of the problems with the spreader is you can't actually see the width, so I don't have optimal placement here, but that's okay. I'm not a big min-maxer anyway, so I am content. Oh, I will give a quick plug. If you do have questions about sugarcane, I did finish my tutorial. Like I said, I'll put a link in the description just in case you want to check that out. And if you don't want to check that out, okay, no problem. It's there if you want. But we will we'll be doing it all on this series as well, so if you don't want to check it out, you'll probably learn everything anyway. I did forget to mention that it doesn't wither. I always forget one thing. Like, I knew the information, I meant to include it, and then by the time I get done recording, always omit something. It happens with every tutorial. And yes, I could re-record, but then I'll forget something else. It's happened. So I just kind of do not one take, but I do a couple takes and use the best one. And yep, totally forgot to say, and it never withers. But so that is nice. But in this series, we don't play with withering anyway, so that doesn't really affect us. And the reason we don't play with withering is because it just stresses me out too much and is not fun for me. It's my personal play style. Okay, that's probably good for now. So we're mostly fertilized for the most part. We got a little bit of Farmer John's field here, but he won't be too upset about that. Let's take the weeder over. Is it called a weeder? I just feel weird every time I say that. Weeder. Yeah, okay. Sure. Oh, here's a fun little fact. I actually discovered this while I was messing with sugarcane the other day. So if you ever want to, if you look in the bottom right, I'm lowering my tractor cruise control. So let's say I want to harvest and I like have it on 6, and I don't want to hit 2 and go all the way back up to full speed. You can actually just hold the 3, like the cruise control button, the one that turns it on and off. Just hold it, and it just like jumps up to max, and then it'll like default down to 6. So I can just hold it, always go max, and then if I want to harvest, just hit it normally. I don't know if it's been there always, like that functionality, but I just accidentally stumbled on. Where am I going? Not towards my sugarcane, but I stumbled onto that. Trying to see what's going on with my driving here. Yeah, 2 nights ago when I was messing with sugarcane, and it was actually quite a revelation. So, I don't know, maybe I should make a little... I haven't made a tip video for a year. Maybe I'll make a little tip video and get a 60-second video out about that, because I think it's really cool, and I don't know, maybe everyone knows about it, but I surely did not know, so... Alright, we'll let the worker take care of this. We'll let him someday finish up this. Oh man. So where do I want to go right now? Is it too soon? Do I have to wait for another growth state? Yeah, I think so. So if anything... Wrong button. Okay, if anything I can kind of clean up these huge patches. I don't worry about getting all of the field if there's like a little strip here and there, but this is a pretty wide area. So then yeah, the next growth state here, we can finish that. We'll get a second fertilizing here. It is definitely a lot more work to keep up with 3 fertilizer states. Our first series in Farming Sim, we just did 1. Way easier, but I do want to try it with this just because I'm not used to it and I kind of want to be. That's an episode. I think that's it for the day. We need to pick up the straw, finish fertilizing, and definitely finish... Where's the sugarcane? Oh. I passed it. And we definitely need to finish the sugarcane. But yeah, we'll keep trucking next time. So, that is all for this episode. Thanks so much for watching. Have yourselves a very nice day.